And what I wanted to do first, that's Wendy. She handles a lot of the social media now. She's also handles help with your profile pages, the website itself, and she does a lot of the marketing and just she can create flyers for you. She's like the go-to for everything. And
Liliana, did you get all your stuff via the email?
I did. Thank you very much.
Cool.
Yes, I also changed my cover photo on my personal Facebook page with one of the ones that you sent me.
Cool. And that would be nice. If anybody wants that, I put her picture and then I wrote her name across the bottom. So if you want something like that for marketing, just let me know. You guys can just email me.
Okay, that's cute. Also, what I wanted to do is just kind of start. I don't know if everybody can see everybody. I know you kind of can't. Some people are on their phones, but we have a couple new girls, and Alexis is one of them. She's on the call. She's in Temecula, and she actually had her laundry done by Marla, who's on the call and likes the business. So, if you want to kind of just say hi, introduce yourself, give maybe a 30-second blip of who you are, just so we all kind of know who's on.
Yeah. Hi. Yeah, as you heard, I did my laundry for Marla. It was great. I loved the experience. I own a spa in the Promenade Temecula. I've been here for about a year in Temecula. And obviously during the Corona, our spa was not considered an essential business. So I turned how we do our laundry from our spa into the laundry ladies. So that's about it.
Yeah, and you'll find that you can probably work with a lot of spas going forward.
Yeah, definitely. Just once things are allowed to open again. It's still just a
waiting game.
Exactly.
So Liliana?
So hi, I'm Liliana Arnold. I started being a laundry lady, I think it was, 2017, 2018? It's been a while. Yeah, and I started out in Corona, so obviously I'm born and raised in Southern California. I just left the state last August, so now I am in the Salt Lake Valley area of Utah. I was very blessed to get my first client just like, a month and a half ago. I think I've done her laundry 3 times now. And but she's my only client, so I am definitely going to start working on building up a client base out here. And I was very thankful one of my girlfriends in Corona was able to take over my business and all my clients that were in Corona. So that I was hoping she was going to be on the call today.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she is. She didn't respond, but I was hoping so too. Yeah.
But yeah, I love the business. I took over for somebody else too that was doing it. And I think it's just such a wonderful idea. It is an essential service, I think, for a lot of people. So I'm glad that we are still able to operate despite the current state of affairs.
Yeah, I agree. It's important. And, the problem is that a lot of our businesses are closed and a lot of our customers are now home and can do their own laundry. So we have that, but yeah, there are girls that are still working. So that's positive. Marla.
I'm Marla. I live in Wildemar, so I'm like right next to Marietta, and Temecula area over there. I actually am an insurance agent full time, and laundry is a part time for me. And I really like to do like the big humongous orders. So that's it. I have 10 kids, and right now I'm being tested because they're pretty much all here.
All 10?
Wow.
Well, I have 2 that that decided to stay home, but I think I scared them enough that they've just been coming here for dinner when they need to eat, and other than that, everyone else is here. I only have 2 kids that are still working, so everyone else has been home.
Yeah, that's a full house.
It is.
Yeah,
it's a very full house.
Yeah.
So it's fun. It's great.
You've got some pretty good big customers, and now you've got Taiwan Jones, a professional football player that you laundry for.
Good job.
Yeah. We finally started talking football. I didn't want to bring football up to him, but I knew who he was, and I was like, oh, I'll bring it up one day, and I finally brought it up, and now we're talking football, and now we're talking, oh, maybe I'll come check you guys out and say hi to the kids, and I'm like, wow, this is cool. So
love that.
It's nice.
Cool. All right, Samantha?
Hi, I'm Samantha. I cover Los Angeles pretty much. Right now, I'm not doing laundry. We just don't want to bring people's laundry into our home. But I'm a full-time teacher, and I also am a I do full-time finding childcare for people from overseas. So I wear many hats, and that's really taking up a lot of my time. But I do have clients. I help a lot of people that are sick. So I do have lots of clients that are ill. So I help those clients. But clients come and go in this area, and a lot of clients in my area have live-in help. So it's hard to come by a lot of clients in this area. So when I can buckle down and do marketing and things, I'm sure I will find a lot more clients. Yeah. It's hard to drive.
Yeah. And the hard part is even if it's 5 or 10 miles, it can take you a half an hour.
And that's a lot of the work. So it's just something that I'm just not willing to do.
Right now, not so much. Right now,
but now you risk getting the virus.
Right.
It's just not.
I know. I just have to interject and say I forgot how bad the traffic in California is. After being away for so long, I was there the first week of March, and oh my gosh, I just was thinking, how did I do this every single day? I can't even imagine now.
But I did a lot.
It's actually light right now.
Well, yeah, currently now, but I was there like a week and a half before they shut everything down, and oh my God, the traffic was unbelievable. I just forgot how bad it was.
Well, I had to go to Santa Barbara during this a couple weeks ago, and I got from San Diego to Santa Barbara in like 2 hours and 15 minutes. It should take like 3.5.
That's crazy.
Wow.
I've never driven through LA with there was no one on the road.
Yeah.
So we were moving, my friend's son had to get out of the dorms. So we had to get up there and get his stuff loaded in. So,
I know I drove to Laguna to my in-laws in the beginning of this, and it took us like an hour.
So, Wendy? Wendy,
I feel like you already introduced me, but
well, just a little high.
a little hi, everybody.
Are you?
Let's see. I don't know if anyone just has questions for me, but I mean, she pretty much told you everything that I do. I actually just got to talk with Alexis the other day. It was awesome. We had a really nice conversation.
Yeah. Did you get Maria?
I think I'm hoping all of you got a chance to read that post that Melissa put up. I found an article regarding, I can't remember who said it, regarding laundry and how there's a lot of information being finally put out with actual data that it's not as bad as we all thought it was, which is great and wonderful to hear. So, but my role for Melissa is just her #1 supporter and helper in whatever it is we can do for you guys to make you successful as small business owners. So I've owned so many hats and so many businesses, it's ridiculous. My main one that I love is I've owned 3 dance studios, 7 Pilates studios. All that time my own marketing and all that great stuff came about. And when life changed and I had that nug you saw, and I also have a 17-year-old, every time you have children, your life changes, right? And you just do something a little bit different. So I went back to a corporate job for a while in there for about 9 years, worked for Callaway Golf, and I ran all their events and their travel for years and years. So I have wonderfully, and thank goodness, been able to run events that are huge. And I was just going back to all my event planning, and then it's gonna be a long time before we have probably some really great events. But when we do, I'm gonna hold the killer Laundry Ladies event. Y'all invited. You're gonna take a ticket, you're coming, and we will blow it out of the water. It'll be something killer. But in the meantime, I'm here for you. Obviously with social media now being the most important, I'm super busy. So bear with me. If you give me an email and you want something, give me a week. I don't do 24-hour turnarounds anymore because it's just crazy. But it's really nice to meet all of you and to see your faces. And that is my son's thumb. And if there's anything I can do, I'm just totally here to support you. There you go.
Gail, can you hear us? Gail's on, but she looks like she's frozen.
Yeah, she'll probably have to.
Oops. You're still muted.
Oh, you can text her. That's what I tend to do on these Zooms when I watch people do that.
She said, no, I'm on my phone. She's on her phone. She can't figure out how to unmute. Is it down on the left corner?
Not necessarily. It might be up on the right-hand corner on the phone. There should be a 3-dot or a little square. Ask her to do either one of those.
All right, let's see. Oh, she's gone now. Oh, no, there she is. Okay, so hopefully she can at least hear us. She's in, Gail is in Menifee, and Menifee, and has some really big clients, but she isn't doing the business right now either. But she does the KonMari folding. She charges extra for it. And if you look at her profile page, her rates are pretty, she works really hard for these people, and they give her so much laundry, and she takes so much time, and she charges for it. And I always think that's how we should be, like, labor. Is there anything before I kind of go through? I don't really have a huge agenda, but I do want to touch on some things, but I wanted to find out if I'm missing anything that you guys want to talk about, or you want to know about, or you have any questions. Or we can just kind of start, and if you think of something, you can kind of throw it out there. Was there anything in particular you guys wanted to know, talk about, understand?
Nope.
Anyone? No? Gail, are you on? Gail? Turn up your volume, Gail. Oh, she's gone. Okay, so there is an article that is now posted on the private Facebook page. Is everybody on the private Facebook page? Yeah. It's very interesting. It's good to know information about the virus, about it on clothing. Once we wash the clothing, it's gone. It doesn't even need to be washed in hot water like a lot of people think you need to wash it in hot and rinse it twice. And our detergents are made now to work in cold, warm, hot, and a detergent will kill the virus if it's on the clothing. And if it's still on the clothing, let's say somebody came in contact or was sick, after a certain period of time, it's going to be gone as well. You can take extra precautions. You can put laundry in your garage and let it air out for a day and let your customers know, my turnaround time is a little longer right now given the circumstances. No big deal. We are essential, like we were saying, and so I understand if you're running your business or you're not, that's completely your prerogative. I would love for everybody to be, but we also don't have all of our customers right now either. So I want to talk about social media, and Wendy will help me with that aspect. But what I don't want you girls to be scared of doing customers' laundry. And if you are, and if you are having trouble wrapping your head around not knowing what you're bringing into your home, like, let's discuss it and see what kind of precautions we can take. I know that Christy in Irvine is doing quite a bit, and she has a whole program that she actually posted on the Facebook page. So you can read what she's doing with the gloves and the mask and the detergent, and she's taking the precautions. I don't know if she's still going to the same level because she's doing the same customers weekly, and maybe once you realize that they're fine, you don't have as much to worry about, I guess. But you never know who they've been in contact with, and I don't want anybody to get sick, and I don't want your families to get sick, and I want everybody to be safe and healthy, and I would feel like horrible. And that's why it's your business. You can decide how you want to run it and what you want to do. So I was kind of thinking about ideas to going forward when the business does come back, what it's going to look like. Are we going to be targeting different customers? Are we going to be looking at more small businesses than residential, or vice versa? Just in general, is it going to, you want to start doing a 48-hour turnaround if you want to, and putting that on your, profile page so that you don't feel the pressure, and if you're worried about the laundry, like, I don't know. But I will say that social media is really our only avenue right now, right? Because we can't be out in public setting up, tables at expos or putting flyers out, stuff like that. And I've noticed a lot of questions on my mom's groups on Facebook about Mother's Day. People are saying, any ideas for Mother's Day, you know, blah, blah. I'm promoting Laundry Ladies on every Mother's Day post I see and getting responses and getting thumbs ups and hearts and people commenting, and I'm getting a lot of questions through Yelp. So I strongly suggest, if you are on Facebook and you're on moms groups, working moms groups, family groups, like there's so many, to promote your business. You know, find out if you can throw out an ad once a month. What is it, usually the first Monday of the month, Wendy?
It is. Yep, you can totally do it that way. I was going to suggest to you, Melissa, because it stems from a conversation I had with Alexis. One of the things I think is really important is we're finally in an age that everything is real, right? This is what I look like. And all of our news media looks like this now. They're all from home. So you don't have to filter, which is nice. We're in this new thing. And so Alexis and I were talking about the best way that you could do it, I think right now, would be to take a video of yourself. Just have one of your family members take a video, talk, and say, this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm going to run my business. I'm super excited. And then attach that video to an email to your customers. Because they can't physically see you anymore, and a stagnant, even though I can make you a post, that's not necessarily going to make it great. I mean, you don't want just a little piece of a laundry basket. They want to see you. And I think it would be really cool for you each, just on your iPhone or whatever type of phone, make a small little 1-minute video, explain what you're doing, ask for referrals, however you want to do it. Just make it very normal, and you don't get too crazy dressed up. Just simplify it and then put it in an email and let them see you so that it's more genuine. Because just writing right now, we don't trust half the things we're listening and hearing to. But if they saw your face, I would feel more apt to potentially still want to hire you. Does that make sense, everybody? It's a super simple thing. You all have it available right now as soon as we get off to make that happen. Yeah. Even if you just want to say, hey, I'm still, I can't remember, I'm so sorry. I can't remember who it was. It's not doing it right now. You're just kind of holding, which is fine. My mom's a laundry lady too. She's also holding. She's also 71. So I understand why my mom's taking a little bit longer to feel it out, but she and I just talked about it. I said, hey, you know, maybe you're not taking it yet, but what if you send an email out to the people that you were and say, you know, how are you? Right. I'm still going to be doing this soon. You got to become more personable, I think. And that's where no better time than right now to just be you. And I think that's where my 2 cents is on getting that put out there with you guys.
Yeah, I agree. And I think, you know, checking in with your customers to make sure they're okay, just being human, right? Like, we care about people in general. That's human nature. And we want to make sure our clients are good and everybody's healthy, and that you're still running your business, or you're still on hold with your business, but you're looking forward to getting started again, whatever the case may be. I think it's really important right now to just connect with your customers and connect with your social media and your followers or your friends or your groups. And, you know, figure out where we're going to find our clients, because I have a feeling it's going to change. And, you know, like the universities, are they coming back in the fall? Some might not, but we do a lot of business with the universities. We've lost that completely. You know, we usually do a huge summer thing in San Marcos, like huge. They're not having their meetings, and it's like the trickle down, right? It affects everybody. But I would like to figure out where the business is. You know, apartment complexes have closed their laundry rooms, a lot of them, because they don't want people gathering there. What about apartment complexes? How can we get in touch with them? Call the leasing offices. Hey, I'm in your area. You know, I've run a laundry service, and if, you know, I could send you some information to put on the door of your laundry room. Like, something that simple might get you clients. Even if it's a 1 or 2 time thing, they're going to remember you for gifts. They're going to share it with a friend. I think it's really important to ask your clients to review you. Put a review on Yelp, put a review on Facebook or on Instagram, because when they're talking about you, their friends are seeing it, and it's more people see it, and then somebody likes it and more people see it. And I have found that has been really a huge bonus, and a free way to move, you know, to promote your business. Wendy? I
have one more idea. So this is the things I do. I wake up in the middle of the night with like silly ideas. So for my birthday, my best friend, it's totally in right now too, sent me this box, gorgeous box. And in the box is a roll of toilet paper, a glass for wine or tequila, Yeah. And hand sanitizer, which I was like, it's a teeny tiny one. I'm like, coolest, cutest idea right now to market. And I thought you could totally do that. You could market yourself as the Mother's Day gift, one roll of toilet paper, a little hand sanitizer. These are things that you can order on Amazon. You can also get them at the dollar store. It depends on whether you're going to mask up and just walk in. And one of those little mesh laundry bags, right? So it's something that they could put their delicates in when they hand you their stuff. I'm like, you could make it a cute little thing and say, hey, if you get, buy a gift certificate for me to do laundry for your mom, included comes this little tiny in the mesh bag, a roll of toilet paper. It's that cutesy wootsy stuff, but Lord, let me tell you, I needed toilet paper. We have yet to find any. So I called my girlfriend. I was like, best gift ever. And it's those tiny things that everyone's doing that kind of puts it a little edge. It makes you cute, and it's relevant and we all need it. So that was my 2 cents on the toilet paper idea. Because I know there's quite a few older moms that would need something like that. It's adorable.
And you can go right now, oddly, the dollar stores are open. I'm not sure why, but they have those little mesh bags and they have lint removers and they have like all this whole section of laundry stuff. When I used to do the gift baskets, when we would donate, I would get, 80% of my stuff for the gift baskets at the 99-cent store. Because you can get a little basket, it's like a little mini laundry basket like this big, and put a couple, washcloths in and a lint remover and a mesh bag or whatever. And they're super cute. So that's a great idea. And you could leave them at your customers' front doors if you feel like you need to just get out, right? Take a little drive. They're local. Your customers are local to you. So you could even, drop them off at their door and then send them a text and say, I left a little, hello for you at the front door, and put a little note. Personal notes also go really far, and asking for referrals, and asking them, letting them know, hey, my service is really, dropped off in the last 2 months. If you know anybody who could benefit, please feel free and use your link. Know your profile page and use your link. A lot of you guys have you have your rates, but you don't have a bio or you don't have a picture. And some girls don't want pictures, and I understand that. But in general, it helps to have a picture of yourself. People like to see people. So, sure. Oh, Samantha, that's fine. Yeah, I'm going to post it and I'm recording. Okay. Okay. Where was I? So I just think knowing your profile page and being familiar with your rates and what you're offering, stuff like that. A lot of you guys are all pretty good. And usually what happens is the people that join these calls are the people that care about their business and are running their business efficiently and want help and ideas and want to move forward, right? The girls that aren't on it are usually the ones that they would probably benefit the most from. But anything anybody wants to throw out there as far as marketing ideas, questions about social media?
I did have a question. How did you get in contact with the university or college that you mentioned? Because obviously I do have, I know where the Salt Lake Community College is here. And I think we have the University of Utah. I don't know how close it is to me. But I was like, I don't even know how to get my foot in the door there. So I was just wondering, like, how did that come about? And if you have a suggestion for how I could do that.
Yeah, well, we have worked with different departments within the universities. Our biggest client typically is the nursing school, or if they have physical therapy school within the university, because they have bedding and sheets and towels and stuff like that need to be done. But we also work with, we do like tablecloths for the student union, and there's all these different departments within the college. So my suggestion, and I'm happy to kind of help you with it, and if you send me the links of the universities, we can kind of go through their website. You can find contacts. You can email them, but I always recommend making a phone call. And so you can call the main number. You can call, I don't know if it would be admissions. It would be like, what would you think, Wendy? It's not admissions. I'm trying to think of there's like a main line, right, that they can direct you. And you can call just the main line of a university and introduce yourself and say, we work with a lot of other universities and colleges in the area, and I wanted to introduce myself and let you know that I'm doing laundry, and if there's any departments within the school that you think would benefit, I'd be happy to reach out to them directly. What would you suggest? And kind of do it that way. Or you can walk in. Well, not right now, you can't. But Cal State San Marcos got our name from Palomar. We were doing the nursing department at a community college. And then that nursing department got our number from Palomar at San Marcos. And then we kind of started expanding within the university, because they would tell, people, they have meetings and they go, yeah, we need to get laundry. And they're like, oh, we're using Laundry Ladies. And that's kind of how it happened. We also do it at the Cal State San Bernardino, and UCI, we do their veterinary department. So there's so many, like, I would never think that would be a big customer, but that's like one of our biggest customers throughout California. So yeah, I'd be happy to look at those universities with you. If you get a list of the ones within a certain radius that you're willing to service, then let's kind of look at what they offer, because they may have a department like kinesiology. Those have sheets and blankets and towels, or they may have chiropractics or physical therapy or nursing or whatever, and even areas that we wouldn't think would need it, Also just regular schools. Public schools and private schools, they have their own linens. We do a ton for private schools. Cathedral Catholic, that's one girl's only account. She can't take anything else. Public schools that have cooking, have aprons and towels that need to be done. So there's opportunity. We just need to find it in our areas. Physical therapy places, spas, medi spas. A lot of them don't have tanning salons. A lot of them don't have washers and dryers. And even if they do, those machines break, or they get overloaded, or they need additional help sometimes. And they need to know you exist, or they may never need you for their store, but they may decide that would be a great gift for somebody, or I could use them, my machine broke, kind of thing. So it's just not being afraid to talk about what you do and put it out there. And I recommend the magnets on the car, or what Liliana did with the huge wrap. I don't know what you call that. It's not really wrapped, right? Or is it?
It's a partial wrap. So yeah, originally I was going to do the full thing, but when I was talking to her, this seemed like a more appropriate thing.
It's so amazing, because you have to see it, and it's so self-explanatory. When people see Laundry Ladies, they know, oh, it's a laundry service. They may not right? But they may not know you're working out of your homes, or they may not know the details, but it's an easy thing for people to remember. When I had magnets on my car once, I was driving, and literally a car next to me, it was honking and rolled down the window and was like, are you in Arizona? Like they were visiting. I was like, I'm in California, and those Laundry Ladies. And it was really funny. But people see it. We're going to have to push harder going forward. I think that's the goal. I think you all want to grow your business and make good money, or you wouldn't be doing it. And good money to one person might be $500, and it might be $2,000 to somebody else. You need to determine what you want to do, and you got to make it happen. And I want to help you. I want you guys to be successful. And like, I know that there are girls that sometimes accounts just fall into their lap, but that helps everybody. So that's why I think using the private Facebook page as well, when you find a new customer, or you are wondering how and who to contact for some type of business, you can post on there. You'll be surprised. Girls will start, there's girls that engage on Facebook all the time and want to help each other. We're all trying to grow. So that's my spiel.
If nobody else had another question, sorry, I don't want to take over the conversation, but I have not used like Instagram or a lot of social media other than Facebook to market my business. And so I was just wondering, like, how are people doing that? Do they have suggestions? Do you have suggestions? How do you do that?
Well, that's what I was just about to say. I think you have to make it less complicated. So don't go into big grand ideas. Everything is really simplified with images. It's either images or videos. That's where they come to. A lot of content is boring. People will not read past about 2 sentences. You need Instagram and you need pictures. So I think one time, this is when I was teaching Melissa early on too. Some of her best hits were the day I walked into my laundry room and I videotaped me opening the door, driving the laundry in. They were listening to my machine going, it's a washer. It was the craziest thing. And everyone's like, ooh. And they sat there and watched a video of a washing machine being turned on. But that is really what we do nowadays. Just for a minute, think about the things you might randomly just come across. And then the next thing you know, on Facebook, you know it, you are in some other random location and you're like, how did I get here? It's because something intrigued you. And it wasn't the boring content driven, I'm back in college days. It's just pictures. So I would tell you right now on Instagram, when you set yourself up, you just take a picture of your hand reaching for your laundry detergent. Take a picture of you like with laundry wrapped around you, like, people like humor too. And you can't get any better than humor. So make it funny, go have some fun, make some videos of you with, slow-mo. You could get a free app and slow-mo, throw the laundry in the air. And as it falls down, people will watch that 100 times. That will actually draw them into, well, who is she and why is she throwing laundry in the air? These are the things that's out there. I know it sounds crazy and it doesn't sound professional, but I'm telling you right now, we're not really into the corporate professional world. We're into the laundry's boring. Sorry, it is. So how do we make it fun? I'm not going to go look for somebody, but if somebody's throwing laundry or they're like doing the shimmy with their towels, I'd be like, that's pretty cool. And then laundry becomes fun. And then I tend to follow you. So I wish more people were on here because this is a value. And I'm glad you're going to do this, Melissa, with the team, because everyone needs to know it's really not as hard as you think it is. It's just being consistent.
It is.
So what with Melissa's social media, I sit for one day and on Facebook or whatever I'm going to do, I plan it out for the month. I make a whole bunch of posts. That way I don't have to do it every day. We get busy. Take one day, take a whole bunch of pictures, and then get them ready so that you don't have to spend a lot of time. So, but A+ for the first person who slow-mos throwing laundry in the air. I will follow you. That would be rad, and then that'd be super cool.
And engaging, right? Engaging people. And that's the other piece of it, right? Is like asking a question or sharing a story and asking for theirs or something like that. Nothing too complicated. I remember one 4th of July, I posted a red, a white, and a blue laundry room. This was years ago. Like I found on Pinterest these beautiful laundry rooms. And I posted and I said, what's your favorite? Right? And it had so many hits and it was like so many comments. And I was like, wow, that was kind of weird. But what it does is it gets people to know who we are. And it's recognition, knowing we exist. That's always how I felt. People don't know we exist. And I imagine you guys have heard it as much as I have when people are like, I'm so happy I found you. Or I didn't know there was a company or business like this. And thank you, and getting a thank you for a thankless job. Like that was like the best part for me. So when the customer was like, I'm so thankful. Like my kids don't thank me. My husband at the time didn't thank me. They think it's like magic and it all disappears. So I think I've covered everything. I do suggest joining groups on Facebook, moms groups, working moms groups. See if you can post or join if there's single dad groups on there in your area, because single dads do not like to do laundry. Tapping into those types of Facebook pages help you too, and will help promote. And I would search on your pages currently, gift certificate, Mother's Day, and find the posts that people are asking about it, and just post the website. Say, I've got a business called Laundry Ladies, www.laundryladies, email info@laundryladies to get a gift certificate. It's super easy. We don't have a form on the website right now for gift certificates, but we're working on it, hopefully. And
but don't forget, I know Melissa loves Facebook, but Facebook is for 40 years old and up.
yes.
So keep that in mind. I mean, we love Facebook, but it is your older generation, which is fine. And don't hold me to the 40, but it's basically older generation. Your younger generation's on Instagram. So, and remember, your 20-year-olds are the ones that are having fresh babies to 20 to 30. And they're the ones who might need the help and who might actually do it. I know most don't do that, but yes, they're getting younger. They're doing it earlier. What's that?
Can I add something about that? So like, for example, obviously Instagram is usually, you're talking to most people that you know, right? So obviously I'm fairly new to my state. And so my sphere of influence out here is very limited. Most of my network, quote unquote, is still back in California. So that's where I guess my concern is trying to get my name out there when I don't know a lot of people in this area.
Then that's why you have to do fun content. You don't need to know them yet. You just need to build content that people would want to know you.
But
So that's
how,
what I'm saying.
but
You
how
want to do
seeing it?
stories. Stories are important. If I need to do a refresher, then I probably should come back on. There's content you can just take a picture on Instagram, and then you put a little blurb. And there's a lot of hashtags. The hashtags are important too. So hashtag laundry, hashtag long ladies, hashtag your city. So if somebody's looking for those items, you will populate up. At the same time, stories are the thing. And stories are video content too. Think of TikTok. Who, raise your hand if you know who TikTok is. If you don't, you should. And that's just crazy videos too. But basically on Instagram, you can make a story. And you can connect your story on Instagram to Facebook, and it's a one-time shop. You're not having to go over here and then over. It's just too consuming. I get it. I do it for a living. So Instagram is the way I like to go first and foremost. I'll put my story, because a story is moving parts. And I'm more apt to look at something that's moving than I am, just like we're right now. We move when we talk. I'm not frozen for real. I was just kidding. But the point is, nobody wants to look at that.
Right.
So we have to continue. So that's how I would do it. Don't worry about if you have a whole bunch of likes yet. It comes. It takes time though. It's like I always say, social media is a seed and a tree, and it takes time. And then I could get into telling you about influencers and all that stuff. But ultimately, an influencer for you is your referrals. So you got to get in there and do that part of it too.
So if she's doing hashtags for her city and using, hashtag laundry lady life, blah, blah. When people are searching for certain things and they put that in a city in or those words, her post will show up on their,
Yes.
Okay.
On
I'm not
national.
very good at the whole Instagram thing either, Liliana.
Yeah.
Right? Trust me. It's not I've always just done Facebook.
But don't just do your name laundry ladies, because somebody won't know to look for laundry ladies. What you do is you would put Tide. Now you might not even use Tide, but Tide is a laundry detergent and it's ginormous creature out of here, right? So you might use Tide, you might use laundry, you might use, I tend to go to another national element, and Melissa will know all the time, Starbucks. Go to Starbucks. What does Starbucks put on there? I might go get a Starbucks empty cup and put it next to my laundry. I'm not drinking anything. And then I can hashtag Starbucks. Now I'm on Starbucks national page. You have to think wider than this little tiny, small cocoon of who you are. And you got to pull in things that everybody knows. So think of Tide. I don't know. Go to dirty. Don't write dirty. Don't write anything dirty. Don't write that. You're going to get some stuff. You don't want to be on those pages.
No, but like
Be careful in case you haven't done it.
Yeah, the Whirlpool, Maytag Repairman, like those kind of things. Because if someone's machine is broken, they're going to need service too. So you got to go like that way too. We get those people all the time. So, I'm glad that you guys were on the call, and hopefully I'm going to do another one in the evening, because a lot of people can't do the daytime because they've got all their kids homeschooled, and they got to get school started. So I'll do another one, but I'll post this one. I can post this, right, Wendy? It's recorded. So I'll probably post this one for anybody, or if you want to go back and like refresh anything on here. But, I just wanted to check in too and make sure that, we're all on board to, keep this going and grow, because that's what I want to do. That's the goal. And refer your friends in other states and other cities. Alexis came on, referred her friend Michelle right away, who I thought was going to be on the call, but she didn't make it.
I thought so also, but I'm not sure. We talked about it.
Yeah.
I came up with an idea. Why don't each of you do mini videos of whatever, like a slow-mo or what is it? My gosh, my brain right now. I'm sorry, I'm going like 5 minutes a minute. Hello, Alexis. The one that goes back and forth. Boomerang. Thank you. My brain had it.
Yeah.
Boomerang yourself, which means the laundry goes up and comes down. It goes up and comes down. Whatever you want to do.
I love it.
Why don't you guys send it to me?
Okay.
And then because if you give me authority to put your video on Melissa's feed, because it's your businesses and we have to be very delicate. Like I can't just post you. As long as I know you're good, then your videos can go on her main stream. And that, Liliana, is how you would get even more recognition, right? Because if I write down hashtag you and then hashtag your area, you're getting a larger format of people that are going to have been looking at her for some time.
Yeah.
Another thing that I started doing was, like you said, Wendy, was Nextdoor. And there's so many people on Nextdoor, and you can publish advertisements for Mother's Day and all of this stuff. It's like, you pick the area that you want to publish it in, and it's very easy to get coupons out there, and it's really cool. I was shocked.
Yeah, are you on Nextdoor, Liliana?
Sorry, I was trying to unmute. Actually, yes, I am. I was in Nextdoor also in my old neighborhood in Corona. By the way, I just want to say I think it's so awesome that there's so many laundry ladies in the Inland Empire. That's super cool.
I agree.
I know. Let
But
me tell you, I get the most Yelp messages from customers in the Inland Empire. It's like going crazy right now, like every day.
Wow.
So, you know, they don't all convert because then they go to I direct them to the website to view and look at rates, and some convert, some don't, but it's been really good. So I'm always like, it's again on the Inland Empire again, because it's listed in Menifee right now, and I can change it to like Temecula, but it's all covering the whole area. It's just, they have to have a city name. We get all the time, like, it's shocking to me. And it's
yes, and I don't remember having a whole lot of experience with Yelp even in Corona. So I know that you mentioned doing one for me out here, which would be super amazing.
So it's set up. It's on my dashboard. I have to add the pictures and the information, but Yelp has created it as of yesterday.
Awesome.
I asked them in January, and they never. Yeah. Okay.
I have to go, guys. I'm sorry. I got to go get ready for it. It was really nice to meet you all. Very cool. Have a wonderful day and be safe. Okay.
Okay. I'll talk to you later. Thank you, Wendy.
Of course.
So what was I just talking about? God, I'm so.
About Yelp.
Oh yeah. So I asked them in January, and then I found the email, and they responded to me. He said, I'm going to send it to my ops team. It'll be set up by the end of the week. Never got set up. So last Tuesday, I emailed him with that email, gave him a week, didn't hear anything, called him yesterday, and he was like probably embarrassed. And then he got them. He's like, they're all on there was 3 of them we needed. He goes, they're all on your dashboard. So I was like, excellent. So I go in, and all they did was create the skeleton. Like, I still have to do everything, which usually I don't. Usually they do it all. So I'm going to work on that this week. So I think if you search in Yelp right now and just type in laundry ladies in your city, it should pull up, but it has like nothing. It doesn't have a picture. It just has the website and the phone number. So, and I need to put the bio in and the about us and all of that stuff. Okay. But that's on my list for this week. And it's only Wednesday? I'm good.
No worries. Yeah. I mean, obviously I've been without it this whole time. A couple more days is no big deal.
Yeah. But I want to get it done. And I felt really bad because I was like, how is that not set up? Like, wasn't that like months ago? And it was. So now it should be good. We'll have it done by the end of the week.
No worries.
So, all right. So I'm good. I don't have anything else. I just wanted to kind of give some motivation and get excited about going forward, and like tell you honestly, don't be afraid to do laundry right now. It's not that scary. The percentage of sick people out there is so minimal, and we're all healthy. So as far as I know, right? Like, I know I'm healthy. So my attitude is, even if I get it and get sick, I'm going to be okay. And if it's my time, it's my time. Hopefully not. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I don't want people to be living in fear. And we're a good business right now. Like, people need us. So if you have any other things you think of, feel free to call me or text me. You know, I'm usually available. And if I'm not, I'll get back to you. And we can go from there.
I just want to say one more thing. I really like this phone call stuff, and I know that you did one, a while ago that I participated in too. I think it would be awesome if we did it a little more frequently. I don't know if that's something you considered.
Yes, absolutely. The problem is that but I guess the challenge is getting the girls that don't participate to participate, because those are the people who will benefit the most. It's usually the same faces, which is great, and I want to help you, and those are the girls who are going to be the most successful. And that's just how it goes. But yes, I'm going to hopefully do these on a more regular basis and have a certain day in every month, like the second Wednesday of every month, we're going to do a call kind of thing, and just set a time and maybe have 2 options and, you know, have different subjects. Because I would love Wendy to run one just with social media and maybe just Instagram and just, you know, focus a little on stuff like that. So anyway, and if you have stuff to add, because Alexis, you may be more versed in Instagram than someone like me. No,
No.
but you figured out Nextdoor. I don't know anything about Nextdoor.
Actually, it's really cool. Wendy just told me a bunch of websites to look at. So I made a thing on Nextdoor. I put out coupons for Mother's Day for like the whole area. I think you guys can use them too. I mean, it's really easy. And then I don't know so much about Instagram, but I put on like the Facebook pages, I guess, in the area for like the spas and the moms that we have here.
And just make sure you're including either your link to your page or your name. So your efforts are coming back to you. And that's what you want. I mean, obviously, if they're not in your area, they're going to go to somebody else, but you want your efforts to come back to you. So make sure you include your name at the minimum. And so you know what, I'm going to kind of talk to Wendy about a timing on maybe once a month doing a call like this. And I think once a month is enough. I don't want to overload anybody. And during certain times of the year, maybe it'll be twice a month. And we can kind of come up with different subjects for each one to focus on, depending on what's going on in the world, or, you know, right?
That's a good idea.
Yeah. So thanks you guys for participating and being on.
Thank you.
Time out of our days, and, you know, it's kind of nice to see faces.
Definitely.
Yeah. And then I'll put out in the next call too, because I'll do this again, and you're welcome to join in and just be on, you know, and there may be new information, you know, who knows. I'm going to do one later in the day for the girls that have the kids and couldn't get on this one. So, all right. Thank you.
All right. Well, have a good day.
You too.
Have a good day, guys.
Thanks.
Thanks. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.